Hi there, my name is Tanika Houston, known as Tani. I'm here to guide you through today's beginner session of Yoga Flow. So this is borrowed from the style of yoga that is a flowing, ever-flowing type of yoga. It's a beginner level. So if you're not able to follow along with me, I'm going to break it down, and some of my classmates behind me will be doing another flow or something that works for them. I encourage you, number one, to always make sure you check with your physician before beginning any exercise program. Go at your pace and find a yoga program that works for not only your personality type, but also your physical fitness level. Are you ready? Let's go. Hop on your mat. All right. Finding a place where you can align your ankles at least hip bone distance apart. Settling. Taking a moment to feel your weight distribution underneath the balls of your feet as well as your heels. Take another moment to glance at the inner steps of the feet as well as the outer steps of the feet. Use your inner eye to do your glancing, feeling what that feels like. Take a moment to also check in with your toes. Allow them to have their natural spacing. Let's take a moment to shift our weight forward into the balls of your feet without raising your heels, and shifting your weight into the heels without lifting your toes. Just acknowledging your weight, the front half of the foot as well as the back half. Shifting forward and back, nice and easy. Good. Noticing the muscles at the lower half of your body as well as the back half of your lower body. Noticing your muscle involvement here. And as we settle back at center, we're going to try this shifting from right to left. Acknowledging the responsibility of your muscles here. Observing your weight distribution in the feet here. As we shift back and forth. Take a moment to slow it down, noticing what half is more challenging to shift to. That is a mere indication of a slight muscle imbalance. We all have them from occupation, carrying children on one hip for lengths of time, briefcases, bags on the shoulder for lengths of time. We've created these imbalances in our body, and yoga is one of the many exercise formats that you can use to create balance within your physical body. All right, let's take a moment to shift back to center and begin your mental travels from your feet into the ankles, lower legs, now the knees and backs of knees. Invite them to unlock if they are not unlocked at this moment. Continue your mental travels up over the upper legs, your inner hip muscles, outer hip muscles, hamstring muscles, and quad muscles here at the front. Let's continue up into the hip joints, pelvis, hip bones, tailbone, sacrum, glute muscles, lower back. And now check in with the abdomen, the rib cage, mid-back, and upper back. And now the chest. Check in with the joints of the shoulders, the elbows and wrist. Now the palms of your hands, backs of hands, fingers, and thumbs. Good. Taking our journey a little bit more inward. Check in on your collarbone, sternum, heart. Observe the rhythm of your heart. And now check in on the lungs, noticing your breath in this moment. The movement created at the chest as you breathe in and breathe out. The muscles around the lungs. Good. Moving now into the throat, the neck, and now the chin, jaw, ears, eyes, and nose. And now the mouth, forehead, crown of head, entire body. Take a few moments in your body, noticing what you feel and how you feel. Coming back to the breath. We will now begin movement by extending the arms down by your side and give a gentle, generous sweep in a backward direction, sweeping arms up over your head as you inhale. Exhale, taking it down in the same direction, just in reverse here. Feel that expansion across your chest wall. Big breath up, number 2. Good, exhaling down. Last one. Exhale, beautiful. Waking our circulatory center, let's move on to the shoulders. Give a breath and shrug both shoulders up. Exhale to release them. Good, 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Let's try some forward rotations, range of motion. Squeeze your shoulder blades nice and tight behind you. Lift those shoulders up towards your ears. Release them forward and down. Let's try that again. Squeeze, lift, roll forward and release. Good. One more. Squeeze, lift, roll forward and release. Let's try that in reverse. Inhale, shoulders forward, up. Squeeze them on the way down in the back. Very good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to the neck. Take a breath, send your ears away from your shoulders, lengthen your neck. On your exhale, let's tilt the right ear toward the right shoulder. Walk your left arm and hand to reach toward the earth. Breathe. Good. Take a breath, then let's come back to center. Exhale. Take another breath. Lengthen your neck. Send the ears to reach up away from your shoulders. Exhale, left ear toward left shoulder. Walking the right arm and hand toward the earth. Breathe. Feel how this deepens your stretch as the hand reaches down toward the earth at your side. Remind yourself to allow your breathing to flow naturally. Take a breath to come back to center, relaxing. All right, range of motion. Take the right hand to the left shoulder. We're going to turn the head away from the hand, looking over your right shoulder. Good. Notice where your chin is aligned in this moment. Using your chin as a point of measurement, measuring your range of motion each time you do this exercise. Without straining, without forcing. Let's come on back to center, releasing the hand. Good. Now take the left hand over the right shoulder. Relax both shoulders. Turn the head now away from your hand. And again, let's measure. How far are you able to send the head to turn in this direction? Is your chin leveled over the earth? Good. Breathe naturally. Good, and releasing, coming back to center. Bring your focus now to the back of the neck. Tilt your chin toward your throat. Because we are standing, we're only going to target the throat, so we safely and effectively stretch the back of the neck without hyperextending here. Breathe naturally and take note of where your shoulders are in this position. Here we go. Let's take this chin and lift it toward the sky, exposing your palms here. Breathe through the nose. And if you'd like to go deeper here, you can take the tongue toward the tip of your nose. Strengthening your vocal muscles. And release. Let the jaw gape open. And come back to center. Good job. All right, let's separate the feet, spacing them shoulder width distance apart. And let's sweep the arms and hands up overhead. It's time now to awaken the muscles around the rib cage, the intercostal muscles. Let's take a shift forward and around to your right. Let this rotation happen from your waist up. The lower body remains stable and uninvolved in this rotation. Nice and easy. You are in control of the width of your circle. Explore with caution. Beautiful. One more all the way around. Let's come back up to center here. And begin the reverse. Shift forward and around to your left when you're ready. Nice and easy. Exploring your range of motion around your thoracic spine here as well. Noticing class members behind me, everyone is on a different level. Find what works for you. I'll be offering some alternatives as we move into some of the more challenging poses here. Come to the top center when you're ready and release the arms down by your side. Beautiful. All right, let's walk those feet back in at hip width distance apart and begin that circling down here, lubricating our hip joints, preparing for movement. Nice and easy. Reversing when you're ready, 3 more the other way. Good. Coming back to center. Let's move our awareness now into the quad muscles. With feet separated, hip width distance apart, bend your knees. Bless you. All right, as we settle our weight in the heels, peel your toes away from your mat, encouraging your weight to sit in your heels. And I want you to check the spacing between your knees. If your knees are buckling in toward one another, separate them, find your alignment, spacing, knees over ankles here. All right, next phase, go ahead and raise those arms up over the earth in a parallel position. Good. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, lead with your thumbs, sending the arms to align beside your ears, settling down towards your tailbone as deep as you wish to here, exploring your up chair, basic chair pose. We're going to move into up chair in just a moment, phase 2. Relax your toes, shifting your weight into the balls of your feet, lifting your heels from the mat. If you find that this arm position is too challenging for you, come back to position A, or try B, palms together at the chest. Okay, good. Find the arm and hand position that works for you. Preparing for phase 3, candlestick. If you're ready, we're gonna lift all the way up, keeping your heels lifted. Good, holding here, holding here, holding. Let's take a breath out, exhale to come down, dropping the arms and the heels. Good job. All right, let's walk it out for our standing version of cat-cow. Find the distance that works for you. Rotate your heels in, toes out. Toes at 11 and 1 o'clock. Bend the knees, positioning the fingertips around your quad muscles here. Here's the cat tuck. Tuck your chin, pull the navel toward your spine. Feel the roundness through your thoracic spine here. Here we go, take a breath. Switching your hand position, lift the tailbone, chest, chin, eyes. Cow. On the exhale, return to your cat. Squeeze, tuck, round. Flow with your breath now. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, round under. Squeeze it out. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, round under. Squeeze, tuck, roll. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Beautiful. Exhale, round under. 2 more. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, round under. Good. This is our last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, round under. From here, let's tuck and roll all the way to the top, stacking each vertebra one by one. At the top, roll the shoulders backward. And let's begin our spiral work. Just allow the arms to sweep around your body. Sweep, sweep, sweep. We're going to invite the lower half in just a moment, preparing you for the footwork that's involved with flow style. Using your heels to pivot. We're going to start with our left heel. Pivot. Right heel. Pivots. Let the arms sweep around the back side of your body. All right, here we go. Changing direction. Pivot. Pivot. Good. Back heel is raised if you wish. Good. You'll have more mobility through the upper body with that back heel raised. All right, here we go. Other side. Notice that some of the classmates are using an upward sweep. Totally up to you. Leading with your elbow. Let's change direction one more time. Good. Let's finish up this round, sweeping to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center. Here's our warrior goddess squat. Arms up. Heels in, toes out. Again, position the toes at 11 and 1 o'clock. Bend the knees when you're ready. Exhale, take it down. Warrior or goddess squat. All right, let's do phase 2, part 2. Bend the elbows, pull down, activating the shoulder back muscles, upper back muscles. Engaging now your hand muscles. Beautiful. Peel your toes away from your mat. Activating the muscles of the feet. Releasing the toes. Try lifting your heels one at a time. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Now try lifting both. Slight lift up and down, up, down, up, down. 1 more, up, drop the heels. All right, here we go, heels down, repeat the movement, up, down, up, down, good, up, down. Inner leg workout, down, 2 more. Last one. All right, obliques, right side. Left. Good. 1 more each side. Here's our wide-legged fold. Take it up. Send the feet at perpendicular. Reach way, way up here at the top. Good. Now position your feet. Perpendicular. Here's the hinge forward. Separate the arms. Reach down the sides of your legs. Nice and easy. Here's where you get to explore your flexibility with caution. It's important not to overdo it and listen to your body. Flexibility happens over time, with practice, with patience. Feel free to see if you can send your fingertips to the mat here. You may wish to cup your elbows here as well, many options. Or reaching up underneath or behind you. Explore here by changing the position or the distance between your feet if you'd like to go deeper. All right, here we go. We're all going to bring the chest parallel over the mat or the earth and bend both knees. Here's our hitchhiker. Using the heel pivot, let's pivot the heel to the left. Walk the hands to your left with you. Notice that back leg has not changed its position. All right, here we go. Changing direction. Use your heels to pivot. Good. Beautiful. All right, 1 more each side. Lift, pivot, shift. Beautiful. Let's finish up. 1 more. All right, here's our runner's lunge. Left foot leads. On your mark. Get set. Check in with your alignment by sending your eyes to look up underneath at the toes of your back foot. Where is it in relationship to your back hip? Let's go ahead and move into our deep lunge, lowering that back knee to the mat, nice and gentle. Walk the hands to your top knee, eyes gaze forward. Good. Preparing for crescent lunge, using the one-handed reach, right hand, or both arms up alongside your ears. Good. Crescent lunge, gentle reach back if you're ready for that deep lunge. Don't be afraid to back out of your lunge if it's too much for you. Finding the level that works for you. Breathe while you're here. All right, here we go. Sending the arms and hands back to the mat here, releasing. Back to runner's lunge. On your mark, get set, lift the knee. We're going to change direction. You can use your hitchhiker transition or the upward sweep in our spiral. Good. On your mark, get set, check your alignment. Look up underneath at the toes of your back foot. Where is it in relationship to your back hip? All right, here we go. Deep lunge. Take that knee down nice and easy here. Walk the hands to your top knee. Eyes gaze forward a moment. Find your balance. Using the one-handed reach, if you need that hand at your knee for support, use the one-handed lift. Good, moving into crescent lunge, that gentle reach back, only if you're ready for it. Again, don't be afraid to back out of the lunge if it's too deep for you. Don't be afraid to unflex the toes if that doesn't work for you. Breathe here, don't hold your breath. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Take the arms back down to the mat. On your mark, get set, lift the knee. Changing direction. Using the transition that works for you, hitchhiker swivel, or the upward spiral. Here we go, downward dog, left foot joins right. Beautiful. Flatten your palms here. Press your ears between your shoulders. Feel the strength of your shoulders here, but let's avoid hanging into the shoulders. Send the tailbone to the sky. And allow your heels to gently reach toward the mat without straining them. Once you are aligned, your palms are nice and flat. Begin bicycling your heels, alternating, lifting one foot from the mat, then the other. Bringing those knees in toward your chest if you wish as you lift the foot, bring it in. You can also simultaneously bicycle the heels. Both heels up, both heels down. Lifting from your hips here. Feel this movement clear up into the hips. Good. Beautiful. All right, here's our side plank review. Let's lower the knees to the mat, nice and easy. Beginner side plank. Send your right leg back, dropping the instep to the mat. Now take the right hand over your head and sweep the right hand toward the sky, opening toward the sky. Beautiful. Here's our very, very beginner version. Now, level 2 if you're ready. We're gonna lift that right leg. Or not. Find what works for you. All right, coming down, lower that hand over the hip, back to hands and knees. Good job. Try the other side. Let's take the left heel and foot back, drop the instep, left hand overhead, lifting that left arm toward the sky. Beautiful. And if you're ready for that next phase, raising left leg, only if you're ready. If you're not there yet, don't worry about it. Try it and then come back. Good. Beautiful. Lowering that palm over the hip, come back to hands and knees. Good job. All right, back to downward dog. Here we go. Curl the toes under. Inhale, press, lift. Ears press and align between your shoulders. Palms are nice and flat here. Tailbone reaching for the sky. Beautiful. See how far away you are at being able to lower those heels to the mat without straining. It is a journey. It is a process. Be patient with it. All right, go ahead and walk those hands back to meet your feet. Standing, forward fold. Don't be afraid to bend your knees if your hamstrings are really tight and walk those hands back. Hanging out in your forward fold. Feel free to cup your elbows here or hug the backs of your legs or work on pressing those palms flat or see how far away you are at being able to press your palms flat in front of your feet. Set some goals for yourself this year. All right, here we go. Tuck and roll. Tuck the chin toward your throat. Pull the navel toward your spine. Let's tuck and roll, stacking each vertebra one by one all the way up to the top. And roll your shoulders backward here. Beautiful. All right, let's take that journey forward for a few sun salutations. Walking toward the top front half of your mat. We're going to change our mat so that we're facing you. Beautiful. Stepping toward the top front half of your work surface. Beautiful. Separating your ankles so they're at least hip width distance apart as you take your stance on your mat. Please be sure there's nothing on your mat behind you that may cause you to trip, slip, or fall. All right. Once you are aligned with your ankles separated hip width distance apart, we'll take a moment here with the feet and just allow your toes to grip or grab your mat, squeezing your toes into the mat. Be sure your toes are facing in the same direction as your nose. Good, releasing. Again, squeezing the toes. Releasing. One more, squeeze your toes, hug your mat with your toes. Good, releasing. Now let's raise the heels up, down. One more, up, down. Good, all right. Here's our back bend. I want you to bend the knees here. Sweep the arms out, come to standing, raising the arms. On the exhale, here's the back bend. Nice and easy, the gentle reach back. The weight distribution in your feet should not change in your backward bend here. Inhale your way to upright. Exhale, hinge forward, flat back, swan dive your way down. Bend the knees, positioning hands beside feet. Let's take the left foot back, runner's lunge. Right foot follows. Beautiful. Make our way down now. Lower the knees gently. Bend the elbows. Come down onto the chest. Release the legs. Release the toes. All right. Now, the beginner version is using your elbows for this basic cobra lift if you don't have the muscle strength in your lower back. All right, for those of you that are working on a little bit more of a upper level, slide your elbows back so that the elbows lift. Fingertips are underneath your shoulders. Engage your glute muscles by pulling them in tight. Lengthen your legs and glue the tops of your feet to the mat. All right, let's take a breath and lift chin, chest, and sternum from your mat. And maybe your palms, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced. On the exhale, we're gonna come down. Curl the toes under. Here's our plank or push-up pose. You may also push back to your hands and knees if you don't have the core strength to press from your mat. Use your hands and knees position. All right, shift back to downward dog. Shift, tailbone to the sky. Guide, step, or hop your left foot forward back to runner's lunge. Don't be afraid to come to hands and knees and guide that left foot forward. Right foot follows. Inhale to the sky. Check your spacing between your ankles on your lift. Exhale. Here's your gentle back bend. Beautiful. Here's number 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge. Bend the knees. Take the right foot back, runner's lunge. Left foot follows. Beautiful. Slowly take the knees to the mat. Here we go. Take the chin and chest toward the mat. Release the legs, release the toes. Here's our second version of the cobra. Sweep those arms out at your side, palms in the upright. Inhale, let's lift chin, chest, and sternum. Exhale, raising both legs, lifting from the hips. Be kind to your neck here, keeping your neck in alignment with your spine. Find your breath. You may notice that you rock as you breathe in and you rock as you breathe out. The abdomen will expand as you breathe in and collapse as you breathe out. All right, coming down, lower the legs. Fingertips align underneath the shoulders. Again, feel free to press back to your hands and knees if you don't have the core strength. Back into your plank and then back to downward dog. Curl the toes under. Inhale, push, shift, downward dog. Guide, step, or hop your right foot forward. Back to your runner's lunge. Oh yeah. Left foot follows. Check the spacing between your ankles. Inhale, lift toward the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to upright. Exhale, hinge forward. This is number 3. Bend the knees. Left foot back. On your mark, get set. Runner's lunge. Right foot follows. Downward dog. Beautiful. Here's our up dog here. Let's take the knees to the mat. Bend the elbows, lower the chest. We're gonna push through between the hands, pressing forward and upward. Beautiful. Send your ears away from your shoulders. Again, if you're not on this level, don't be afraid to come down here on your elbows. Send your eyes to look down at the floor for those using your elbows. Those of you up on the palms, send the eyes forward or up toward the sky. Ears away from your shoulders, chest open. Let's take it down, down, nice and easy. Good job. Curl the toes under, come back to your hands and knees if you wish, or push into your plank. Inhale, push. Here's your downward dog, shift. Good, guide, step, or hop your left foot forward, finishing up number 3. Right foot follows. Check the spacing between your ankles. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, back bend. We have one more. Inhale, upright. Exhale, hinge forward. Bend the knees. Let's take the right foot back, runner's lunge. Left foot, downward dog. All right, here's our flying cobra. Let's take the upper body here, shift it forward. Plank position, and gently lower the pelvis toward the mat. Lower the knees, come all the way down. Good. In reverse, let's press the tailbone up, hands and knees. Good, curl the toes under, back to your downward dog. Beautiful, guide, step, or hop your right foot forward. Runner's lunge, left foot follows. Inhale to the surface. Beautiful, back bend on your exhale. And inhale to upright. Exhale, relax. Go ahead and take a water break if you need one at this moment. Water is permitted in my yoga classes. Make sure you're hydrating, you're getting enough water. All right, we've got some balance work up next. We've got a little bit more of a challenging sun salutation, a little bit more of a flow. Again, work it at your pace. Back to the top half of your mat, separating your ankles hip width distance apart. Let's take the arms up on the inhale, reaching tall here, lengthen your body. On the exhale, execute your back bend. Inhale to upright, exhale, hinge forward. Bending the knees. We're going to take the left foot back on your mark. Get set. Hold it. Hold it. Good. From here, we're going to create a clasp. Interlace the fingertips behind your back. Inhale. Pull the upper body to lift. Beautiful. Now, some of us have that back heel in a slanted position. Some of us have that back heel raised. It's totally up to you and your balance. Let's go ahead and free those arms, bringing them up overhead. Bringing the palms together, lower them at the chest. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take a gentle torso twist and slowly lower the elbow toward the quad. You can skip over that part if you're not quite there yet with your balance. All right, let's come on back to upright and challenge our balance here again, sweeping those arms up. Here's a gentle backward bending sweep. Separate the arms, bring them back down to your mat beside the foot. Here we go. Downward dog into one-legged dog. Take that left heel and foot to the sky. We're going to bend that knee, sweep it forward between your hands and hover. Good. Push your way back to that one-legged dog. And we're going to take that dog to the fire hydrant. Hip opener. Bend the knee and open the hip. All right, here we go. Back to runner's lunge. Sweep that foot forward between your hands. Don't be afraid to come to hands and knees and guide it. Let's make that clasp one more time behind your back. Find your balance. Inhale, pull the upper body to lift. Take your time. Left foot forward. Left foot forward. Sweeping those arms up overhead. Palms together, lower them at the chest. All right, that torso twist happens to the other side this time. And again, if you want to go a little deeper here, you can lower that elbow toward the quad or skip over that part if you're not quite there with your balance. Let's come on back to front center. Here's the giant sweep up overhead, arms up, opening wide, good. Hands down beside the foot. Here's where we step forward, hanging out in your ragdoll position a moment. Just let the arms dangle here. Invite the backs of your legs to lengthen here. Feel it all the way into your hamstrings. Good. All right, here we go. Tuck and roll your way to the top. Tuck the chin. Pull the belly button toward your spine. Inhale, round your way up. At the top, roll your shoulders backward. Let's take an uplifting breath and finish our back bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, back bend. Beautiful. Inhale to upright and relax. Good job. All right, let's find mid-mat for balance work. I want you to visualize that you are standing in the center of a large clock. 12 o'clock is out in front of you, 6 o'clock at your rear, 3 and 9 at your sides. So we're going to start by balancing on your left foot today. We're going to take the right foot and just step it forward into our 12 o'clock zone. And we're going to trace a half circle back to 6. Half circle back. Good. And to the front. Beautiful. One more. Sweep. 6 o'clock. And take it back to 12. All right. One more. Take a half circle back. And we're going to pull that knee straight up in front. Beautiful. Now try raising the opposite arm and hand. Good. Now try the other arm. And we're going to drop the arm and leg together. Good job. All right, let's try the other side. Balancing now. Take the opposite foot forward 12 o'clock. Here we go, tracing it back to your 6 o'clock position. Good, back to 12. And 6. And again, 12. And 6. From here, we're going to stay here. Take your time. Here we go, let's pull that knee straight up in front. Raising the opposite arm when you are ready. Lowering. Let's try the opposite arm. Beautiful. We're going to lower that arm and leg together. Here we go. Take it down. Good job. All right. Give yourself a few hip circles here, limbering and loosening. And let's try the other way. Reverse. Beautiful. All right, we're going to explore our 3 and 9 o'clock zones and sweep into our tree pose, our balance on level 2. Let's start with the right foot today. We're going to walk that right foot out at your 3 o'clock zone and drop the heel, causing us to open the hip and lift the ball of your foot. All right, we're going to bend the stationary knee and allow your weight and momentum to shift, pulling that heel up the inside of the leg for tree pose. Using the arm and hand position that works for you, whether it's palms together, hands down by your side, hands behind the back holding onto your dominant hand or wrist, or using the T position with the arms, or the upward T, the V position, tree branches. Find what works for you in your tree pose. We're all different. We're all working on a level that works for us. You're not quite there at your tree pose. Send that ball of the foot to the mat, keeping your heel to the inside of that leg, and just work on lifting the ball of your foot, testing your balance until you're ready to graduate that heel upward. Please avoid pushing against the inside of your knee to avoid a meniscus tearing. All right. Here we go. Here's our 5-pointed star. Press out through the heel. Open the arms. Find the level that works for you. Good. And let's come on down. Good job. All right, let's try the other side here. 9 o'clock. Heel. Bend the opposing knee. You're going to use your momentum to sweep and pull that knee up the inside of the leg. Good. Try the arm and hand position that works for you. Find your focal point. Send the eyes to gaze into one spot, helping you to deepen or develop concentration. Notice your breathing. Good. Explore your arm and hand positions, finding one that works for you. We're all different. It's important to find the level that works for you. All right, here's our transition. 5-pointed star. Lead out through your left heel, opening the arms and fingers wide. Good. Let's come on down. Good job. All righty. Take a moment to give your ankles a few twirls. Reverse, 3 and 3. Try the other side. 3 and 3. Good job. All righty. Taking it down now. We're and take the right foot forward. Left foot back, drop the heel. Here's our warrior one stance, okay? Hip bones are facing forward. Take the arms in your T position. Good, leading with your thumbs, palms up. Take them up overhead. All right, take the right arm just down in your T position. And up, try the left. And up, good. Here's that giant opening backward sweep. We're gonna reach down for that right knee, shifting your weight forward. Try picking up your back foot, warrior three. Good, we're gonna step down here, bend the knees, slowly take it down. Arms out and up. All right, backward sweep. Momentum, step forward. Good job. Woo. All right, here we go. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one stance. Drop your back heel. Hip bones facing forward in a closed position. Bring the arms in your T position. Palms up. Take them all the way up. Left hand. And up. Right. And up. All right. Here's that sweep back, opening the heart center, reaching for your front knee, picking up the back leg if you're ready. Warrior three. All right, we're going to slowly take it down, bend the knee, dropping the foot. Here we go, arms and T. And up, here's your giant backward sweep. Open the heart here one more time, stepping forward. Good job. All right, let's take it down for our cool down now. Wide-legged fold. You choose the distance between your ankles that works for you. All right, take the left hand down the left leg, right hand T position and or higher. Side bend. Good, here we go, other side. Crawling down the opposite leg, opposite hand in T or higher. Find the level that works for you on your side bend. May not be as flexible here. It's important to explore with caution. All right, one more each side. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, take it down. And inhale, take it up. Here's our wide-legged fold, hands behind the back or hands climbing down the legs. Wide-legged fold. Feel free to let those hands walk down the sides of your legs here. Explore your flexibility. See how far away you are. Is there a difference than the first time you were here with your flexibility? Maybe you can reach up underneath you. Maybe you can reach for the mat. Maybe you're further down on your legs with your reach here. Measure. See how far away you are. All right, here's that hitchhiker. Fingertips to the mat, bend both knees. Pivot right heel, let's pivot to the right. Good. Left hitchhiker, not runner's lunge, hitchhiker. All right, one more to the right. And left. And now we'll take it to runner's lunge, right foot. On your mark, to the front. Check your alignment. We're gonna go ahead and drop that back knee. Chin to the sky, hands to the top, knee deep lunge. Left hand to the sky. Gentle reach back. Good, hands back to the mat. We're gonna lift, downward dog, step back. Left foot forward, runner's lunge, deep lunge. Take the back knee down when you're ready. Left foot forward, right foot back. Take the upper body to lift. Right hand makes the lift. Gentle reach back. Inhale, upright. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Beautiful. Here's our downward dog. One more time. Lift, step back. All right. Preparing us now for the pigeon. We're going to take the right heel and foot to the sky. One-legged dog. Bend that knee. Here's the dog is the fire hydrant. Point that right knee toward the sky. Deep hip opener. The right knee sweeps forward between your hands, sending the lower leg at a slight angle across your mat. Send that back leg to reach down behind you. You want to keep the distance between your back hip, your right hip, and your mat. We don't want to sit into the hip. That's going to cause imbalance in the shoulders and the hips. It may be more for you to place a block underneath that hip to keep you leveled. All right, here we go. Take the chin to the sky. Here you may want to send that back leg to reach a little deeper, but don't overdo it. Here we go. Take the upper body forward. Come down on your elbows. Lower your forehead over the backs of your hands or walk those arms all the way out in front of you. Taking this time out to tune in with your heart's rhythm, to tune in with your breathing. Time to work on your flexibility here. Just want to hold this a little bit longer. There are many alternatives to the pigeon if your knees are not healthy enough for this position. But feel free to make an appointment with me to work one-on-one if you'd like to work on some of your imbalances one-on-one instead of in a group setting to address your needs privately. Continue to tune into your breathing here. Tune into your breath. Think about that gentle journey back to our downward dog position. We'll need to slowly slide those fingertips back underneath the shoulders. Slowly lift the upper body. Move in slow motion here. It's important not to jerk or move suddenly here. And on the exhale, we're going to lower those eyes back down at your mat. Curl the toes under that extended leg and foot and lift the knee. Here's where we step the right foot back. Plank. Down dog. Good. All right, let's take the left heel and foot to the sky, back to your one-legged dog, and take that dog to the fire hydrant. Bend the knee and point that knee toward the sky, opening your hip. All right, here's that execution for the pigeon. Left knee sweeps forward between your hands, dropping that lower leg at a slight angle across your mat, and walking the back leg down deep. Find the level that works for you. Once you're in position, sweep those fingertips under the shoulders, chin to the sky, getting that additional half inch through the back leg if you wish. Go ahead and walk the arms and hands forward. Feel free to lower your forehead over the backs of your hands or walk those arms all the way out in front of you, lowering your forehead to the mat. Taking this time to tune into your breathing here in the deep stretch known as the pigeon. Wonderful for those of you that are dealing with sciatic nerve pain, that pain that's aggravating down the side of your leg. Again, work at your level. Find what works for you. Breathe. Tune into this deep stretch. Letting go of the unnecessary tensions in your body. Let's think about that slow, gentle journey out of the pigeon position by sliding the fingertips underneath your shoulders, lifting the chin to the sky, nice and easy. And exhale, lowering the eyes. We're going to sit into the left hip here and sweep both legs forward, bringing the legs out in front, separating your ankles at least hip bone distance apart. All right, take a moment to bring your palms down on your mat beside your body. And we're all going to take a breath here and send the upper body to lengthen. Feel your rib cage reaching away from your hip bones. And now apply some pressure to your palms, activating your tricep muscles. Good, feel your neck lengthening here. Good. Releasing, let's take those arms and hands out and up overhead. Interlace your fingertips and lengthen from your pelvic seat, reaching up as high as you can. Feel that length. And on your next exhale, let's hinge forward. Stay long here in the spine, reaching out beyond legs and feet. Maintain your clasp here for proper alignment. Breathe. In your mind, I want you to visualize length from your lumbar spine through the crown of your head and beyond. And let's invite the navel to press in towards your spine. Give a breath. Let's lift to back to upright. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, releasing arms and hands down by your side. Beautiful. Give the shoulders a rotation back. 1, 2 more. 2. Last one. 3. Good job. Let's slowly come down onto the back, hugging your knees to your chest. Taking this moment, if you will, to hug your knees and invite your body to sway from left to right, inviting your shoulders, your upper back muscles to be massaged in this position. Nice and easy. Allow your head to sway with your body. Beautiful. Massaging away any spots of tension in your back, lower, mid, and upper back. When you're ready, we're going to prepare for the spinal twist. Let's take the left heel to the mat. We're going to cross the right ankle on top of your left knee, creating the shape of a triangle between your legs. Stretch both arms out in your T position. Slightly tilt your chin toward your throat. And using an exhale, we're going to lower all the way to your left, rolling your lower body to your left. You may be able to reach the floor with your right foot. Don't worry about it if you can't. Send the eyes and head to remain at center, or roll your head away from the stretch, looking out over your right arm and hand. Taking this moment to breathe. Relaxing into your spinal twist. Letting go into this invigorating abdominal twist, designed to detoxify the body. Let's give a breath to slowly bring the head to center and roll the lower body to center. Uncrossing the leg, grounding the foot. Let's work the other side. Take the left ankle on top of the right knee. Check in on your shoulders, invite them to ground. Slightly tilt your chin toward throat and exhale. Lower to the right, gently rolling lower body to your right. And again, feel free to roll your head away from the stretch, looking out over your left arm and hand. Breathing naturally here. And let's give a breath to slowly roll the head and lower body back to center. Exhale, and crossing the leg, grounding the foot. And slowly tilting the chin toward throat. We're going to press both feet to the mat, spacing them hip width distance apart for your bridge pose. Exhale, press the heels to the mat, pressing hip bones to the sky, Work on drawing your upper body toward your chin without lifting your head or turning your head to do this. Using the strength of your hip flexors, the strength of your quads and glutes to press as high as comfortable. And let's slowly unravel one vertebra at a time, slowly coming down like the links of a chain. Unraveling one by one. Once the tailbone is grounded, take a moment in stillness. Feel free to release the legs into your resting pose. Taking the next few moments to focus on taking in 8 deep, cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting go of the unnecessary tensions in the mind and body. When you've completed your 8th breath, take a moment to notice what you feel and how you feel in your physical body, in your mental body, your emotional body, and your energetic body. When you're ready, feel free to roll to one side and slowly make your way to a comfortable, upright, seated position facing center. Preparing to bring today's session to a close. Feel free to reach behind the back, take a hold of your dominant hand or wrist, tilt or hinge forward, sealing in the many benefits of today's session. And taking a breath, let's lift you upright. Exhale, free the arms and hands back at center here. And let's now bring today's session to a close. May the entire universe be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. Namaste. Thank you for joining us at Yoga Flow.
Thank you.
Have an amazing day.